grocery haul because I just went to Trader Joe's, so I'm really excited to kind of show you guys everything. And I am so excited that I went. You guys have no idea how happy I am that I walked through a market this week. Not market, grocery store, same thing, right? And I'm just so excited because everything is pumpkin. It's like my favorite time. Yes, I'm a basic girl who loves a pumpkin spice everything, orange everything. That's me, and I am not ashamed at all. So as you can see, it's almost all pumpkin that I bought today. So the majority will be a pumpkin haul, but I did buy other kind of things that I need to have in my fridge just for me to eat during the week, not just have like pumpkin everything. So I kind of want to show you guys the things that I got that are not pumpkin, because I need to put them back in the fridge because they kind of spoil and it's kind of hot. So let's get to that. The first thing we're gonna get is, oh wait, before we get to the first thing, I will be sitting in this entire haul because I cannot stand for that long. As you guys, some of you guys do know, I did sprain my knees a couple weeks ago. I've been going through physical therapy. I am 100 times better. So I don't want to kind of like jinx it and make myself like in pain again. So I'll be sitting in this comfy chair. So let's get to proteins. All right. I did buy a couple of proteins at Trader Joe's, and I'm excited to show you guys and kind of show you guys the way I prep it. Not really show you, but kind of explain to you how I prep it. So first things first, I have some ground beef. If you do not eat ground beef, you could just skip this. You don't eat red meat, that is perfectly fine. I like to have ground beef like about maybe once every other week, if not at least once a month. I just put it into my freezer, have it frozen for it to last longer, and when I want it, pop it out, defrost it, make some burgers, meatballs, like my delicious meatball subs that were so good. So anything that you want, and I'm starting to be saying a lot because I'm so nervous about the camera, but other than that, yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, you can make this into meatballs, you can make it into a stir fry, simply add veggies into it, chop, cook, have it with some rice, you're good to go. You can make them into patties, you can put them into a pita to make some like a pita sandwich kind of thing. There's so many things you can make with ground beef, but also if you do not like ground beef, don't you worry. I have some ground chicken. So with ground chicken, I love to have this too. I don't buy it that often because I rather have a chicken breast or chicken thigh. I'm more of that kind of person. But this week I picked it up because I kind of want to make chicken burgers with this. Don't know what kind yet, but I will see. So with ground chicken, the same thing as you can make with ground beef. You can make meatballs, you can make some kind of kebabs. You can just have it on its own, just mix some veggies into it. You can honestly make whatever you want. Some chicken burgers. You could make, what else? I'm trying to blank. I know there's so many things you can make with this. But you could add it into your pastas. You could add it into your, as I can say, stir fries, into your rice. You can make like a fried rice with some ground chicken in it. You can add it with some, what is it? There's other ways. I'm not thinking of it right now, but you can make so much with this. Just know, ground chicken, some spices, some kind of carbs, some kind of veggie, you got a full meal. So now, going on with the chicken theme, I picked up some Asian style chicken sausage. Now, usually I get the chicken Sicilian that has like cheese, sun-dried tomatoes in it, some kind of basil in it, and it's so good. But they didn't have it this time around, so I picked up this new one. It kind of caught my attention because it looks purple. And I'm like, why is meat purple? But it is an Asian style chicken sausage, and it is, it says it is raised with vegetarian feed, no antibiotics, no added hormones. So I'm excited to kind of use this because I've never had it before. I'm kind of curious what it tastes like because, come on, it's like purple sausage. I don't know. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but it says it's healthy, so I'm gonna go with it. I'm pretty sure it's just the marinated spices they put in it that made it turn into that color. Now, my next protein I got was some bacon. This is protein / fats, right? A lot of people think bacon is bad for you. Yes, if you have the entire packet in one breakfast sitting, obviously it's gonna be bad for you. But I like to have one slice, maybe at least twice a week. So, if not, honestly, I've actually gone down to once a week or every other week whenever I'm feeling feeling craving. Whenever I'm craving bacon, I'll pop a piece onto my stovetop, into a pan I mean, add it with some eggs, some avocado, a toast, super simple, quick. You get your fats, your protein, and your carbs all in one, right? And then add some veggies, obviously your micro, or some fruit, whatever you want. So after we've had that, we will have some prosciutto. Now, this has 6 grams of protein per 2 slices. So the reason I picked this up, I don't know if you guys ever seen my stories. I eat a lot of crackers and cheese. Hence, I have all of that. I'll show you pretty soon. So I like to have either prosciutto or salami in my fridge because since I haven't been working out that often, honestly at all, for the past almost like 3 weeks or so, I haven't been drinking my protein shakes. So my protein level is pretty low as right now. So the way I can add protein into my system is through my snacks. So which is why I always have I always have prosciutto and salami into my fridge. Just added with some cheddar cheese, some delicious crackers. I always get these assorted crackers because I like to eat, I like to kind of change up my snacks with different crackers, make it seem like a new snack, right? So I always have a cracker, pepper jack cheese, or yellow mild cheddar cheese, some prosciutto or salami, and wait for it, some dried mango. Now, if you have this combo, you will be like me, eating this every single day. It is just so good. Now, I am not the biggest fan of dried fruit because they have a lot of added sugars and you don't really want that much sugar in your system. But you don't need much, honestly. I take one piece, slice into little cubes, place it on top of this prosciutto, right? Place it on top and eat it, and you're perfectly fine. This probably could last you a good month or so, and you're good. You guys have to try that snack. It is so good. So let me repeat it so you guys can try it. It's just so good. It's crackers, pepper jack cheese or cheddar cheese, salami or prosciutto, and your favorite dried fruit. And my favorite is mango. Add that together and you're good. If you don't like dried fruit, I also love adding jam on top. Just the sweetness with the saltiness and just the creaminess is like heaven in your mouth. It really is. It's just so good. Okay, let's put that aside. My next protein did not show you guys, which I cannot find in this large enough hat in front of me. It is tofu. Now, I love to grab firm tofu. Firm or extra firm are my best buddies because these are easier for you to grill with, to pan fry, because they do not stick to the pan and break up that easily. Now, if you get tofu that's a soft or like medium, those have the tendency of breaking apart, sticking to your pan. You'll get frustrated and just want to throw it out. So I always recommend for you to get firm or extra firm tofu. And tofu is the easiest thing for you to cook. It's done in literally maybe 3 minutes. I always like to cook it over high heat. So here's your key though when you use tofu. Unlike all your other proteins, this needs to be drained. It comes with some kind of liquid in it. And what you do is you just drain out the liquid, place many paper towels or a kitchen towel, wrap it and squeeze it until the excess liquid is out. Because the thing is, if your tofu is really wet and it's not drained properly or pat dried, it will create an entire like soup in your pan, and you will not get any crispy tofu. So for the key for crispy tofu is to drain it, pat dry it until it's dry, and then you can marinate it, season it however you like, and you have a delicious dinner. Now, is that all I have for protein? Yes, I do. Now let's move on to veggies. So for veggies, I picked up some arugula. Now, arugula is my favorite greens because it actually has a taste to it. Because if you notice, if you have lettuce or you have spinach, for example, these don't really have any flavor at all. This has some flavor. It is spicy, kind of peppery. It's kind of, if you put a lot of pepper into like a meal and it's kind of spicy, that kind of spice. Not like chili spice if you can't handle it. So it has a little kick to it. So if you've never had it, I recommend you to pair it with some spinach. If you pair both of these together, honestly, it'll be really good. Now, I love to add arugula into my pizzas. Obviously, after it's out of the oven, sprinkle it on top with some balsamic glaze. Delicious. Or put them into my sandwiches, turkey sandwich with this and some pepper jack. Pepper jack cheese is my favorite cheese ever. So you'll be hearing that a lot. So pepper jack cheese with arugula, with a little bit of mayo, a little bit of spicy brown mustard, or horseradish mustard, with some untoasted sourdough. I also want that for lunch now. But yeah, that's my favorite way to use arugula. Now, spinach. We all love some spinach. We all know spinach is good for you, and it's so easy to use. This is literally the chameleon of vegetables, because you can use this in smoothies. It has no flavor to it. Just put it in there. You're having your greens and your fruit, and you're good to go for a good breakfast. Or you could add it into your soups if you need some kind of veggie into your omelets, into your scrambled eggs, just a bed of a salad, or into your wraps, into your sandwiches, into your pretty much anything. Casseroles that you make. You can make it into a sauce like pesto. I love using this for pesto because it's inexpensive, and you literally can make maybe 2 weeks worth of pesto with just this one bag. So I would recommend this, and it's just really, really good. Next I get is some bell peppers. Now, bell peppers may be my favorite vegetable. Or is it a fruit? If you guys know the vegetable or fruit, please let me know. But this is like honestly my favorite. My boyfriend even makes fun of me because he says that everything that I make has to have a bell pepper in it. And it's so true because it adds color to it. I just love the crunch to it. It cooks very well. It holds up very well. It's good raw. I love dipping it into hummus or dipping it into kind of dip. That is what I love. It's just so good, and it makes everything delicious. Roast it. You could pan fry it. You can boil it. No, I wouldn't boil it. But try roasting it over, if you have like a gas stovetop, roast it until they're charred, and then peel it and then add it into your salads, into your pastas, anything, and I promise you, you'll become an addict like me. Honestly, it's just so good. Okay, next, what did I get? Oh, this is my favorite. I know that's considered a fall vegetable, but I consider it my favorite fall kind of ingredient. My sister loves these. I really love, she really loves the way I make it with a honey glaze. So all I do is obviously wash them very, very well. Then you slice them in half, and you have this large pan filled with a little bit of oil, and then you put it over high heat and you place them on there face down. So you know every single, what I call my tiny cabbages. When you slice them in half, put them face down and just leave them there until they are like charred underneath and burned. If you don't want to put them over your pan, and you don't trust yourself cooking on the stove top, I'm pointing this way because my kitchen's literally right there. I recommend you put them into the oven at 425 degrees for maybe a good 15-20 minutes until they're completely crispy. Just again, drizzle it with olive oil, salt, pepper, and then when you take them out, drizzle them with some honey, and you're good to go. So that's why I like using my Brussels sprouts. Also, you can also shave them to make it into a salad or some kind of coleslaw. Honestly, but that's why I love cooking. You can make so many things up. All you have to do is use your noggin, be creative, and you have literally endless meals. So next is my organic baby broccoli. Now, I usually get the broccoli head, but I just honestly love these. They're much more tender, they cook a little quicker, and they're just good with some garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper. Pan fry it again. Pan frying vegetables is my favorite way because boiling, I just can't. Boiled, let me tell you something. Boiled veggies makes anyone hate veggies, honestly. I could not survive with oh my word. I cannot survive off boiled veggies, I cannot. I need flavor. So I love to pan fry. I basically pan fry or bake any of my veggies. That is the only way I could eat them. That's the only way I could have my micros. If not, I'd just rather not have anything, honestly. So again, you could just add this into anything. It's just good. You could chop it. Please do not throw away the stem. Those are edible. Even if you buy the actual large head of broccoli, you could eat the bottom part. Just slice off the ugly part, or like the part that doesn't look edible underneath. Just the tip, literally the tip, and you could eat the entire thing. You don't need just the florets, you could eat the entire stem. So that's it. Now, what's my next thing? Obviously, some dairy. Mozzarella. I love fresh mozzarella. It is so, so good. It's so good on top of toast with avocado. Just put some avocado, your everyone's favorite, everything but the bagel seasoning, some of this, and a little bit of chili flakes. And you will love this. Or add into your pasta. If you guys ever had orzo pasta, they look like rice, but they're actually pasta. I love to make a salad out of that. Add bell peppers, add some spinach or basil or any veggie that I have. Some fresh mozzarella, and you're good to go. Or you can have it as, or, I know what you guys can do. I'm gonna try this. You're gonna have one of these, wrap it with one of these, and eat it with some pesto you're gonna make out of this. See, I'm creating guys snacks for you guys. You are so welcome. All right, now next I have is some dip. I got this spinach and kale Greek yogurt dip. I usually love making my own dips, but lately I haven't been wanting to really be cooking for that long. So I've been buying a lot of pre-made things, which is never my go-to. My go-to is always make fresh things yourself. It always tastes better. We made, yesterday my boyfriend and I bought this shrimp scampi from Target. It's a pre-made sauce. Again, we hate buying pre-made sauces. I'd rather make things myself because it tastes way better, like I said. But we trusted it, we bought it, we bought shrimp, we have pasta, we were so excited. We taste it, and tell me why all these pre-made sauces like to use some kind of lemon extract, or like these, I love to call the fake lemon juice. Like, no, please don't. That just ruins the taste to everything. If what I would love to do is for them to omit that, like remove it, and have the consumer or like us actually squeeze in our own fresh lemon juice. I just can't do the bottled lemon juice, or like, I just can't. Please guys, just get your own lime, your own lemon, and squeeze it. It tastes way, way better. So, but luckily, this is actually really good. It kind of tastes like a, I already had some, by the way. It kind of tastes like the spinach artichoke dip, but this is spinach and kale Greek yogurt dip. The spinach and artichoke dip is made out of spinach, artichoke, cream cheese, sour cream, that kind of stuff. This is made out of Greek yogurt, so it has less fat and it's healthier for you. So this is really good. I would really recommend this. This is delicious. Now, I cannot have this with bell peppers. Yes, you can if you want to go low carb, but I don't go low carb. So I got some yellow tortilla chips. You can grab blue tortilla chips, these multi-grain quinoa, whatever tortilla chips that you love, or grab those. I just grabbed these because they were the easiest ones just to grab, and yeah. So, is that all I got that was not, oh wait, I can't forget this. Guys, they're going to carbs. Some pasta. I honestly have pasta every other week, or if not, every single day. Pasta is not bad for you. Pasta is carbs. Carbs are energy. So any form of carb that you have, it's either bread, rice, pastas, have it. Just obviously every person has their own serving size, but eat it in moderation and you are golden. Again, I could pair this with the pesto I'm gonna make out of my spinach. This, add some mozzarella cheese balls in there, add some ground chicken or ground beef, add some broccoli or Brussels sprouts, and you have a full meal that you should not feel guilty at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put this stuff away before it kind of like spoils, so I'll be right back. Right, now let's move on to the good stuff, which is pumpkin everything. I'm gonna put these away for one, which is, honestly, when I saw the colors, I was just so excited. I just walked through, saw the pumpkins, saw baskets, not baskets, but piles of squash and butternut squash, and my favorite delicata squash. Anytime I see squash, I know fall is near and fall is here, and fall is almost here. Next week is almost fall. I'm just so excited. So let's start with the first thing. These I bought at Target, so they're just here for decorative purposes. So ignore that. So let's start off with my favorite. Now let's see. My favorite dessert of all time. I have two, but I think this one ties for our first place would be cinnamon rolls or cinnamon buns, whatever you call them. And I've never tried these before. So they have pumpkin rolls. Oh my God, guys, pumpkin rolls. I am so excited for these. It says it's ready to bake, and it comes with a pumpkin spice icing. So I'm actually really excited to try these. I cannot wait. I might make them tonight, honestly. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know if these are good or not. If you've had them, please let me know. I'm just so excited for this. Okay, next. We all know during breakfast time, you wake up with that sweet tooth. And what do you want? You want some pancakes, right? Or my aunt calls pancakes, or waffle mix. And this is a pumpkin pancake and waffle mix. I do love making my own pumpkin pancakes from scratch. And I also have a recipe on my blog if you guys want to try those out. But on those days that you just roll out of bed, don't feel like taking out an entire 50 ingredients to make them, right? Or you don't have any pumpkin puree. This is your guy. I've never tried these. I am going to try them. I am excited. So maybe tomorrow morning I'll have one or two or so. Again, don't be scared of having pancakes for the morning, or don't be scared of using pancake mix. You can. For a third cup of dry mix, it's literally 290 calories. And you can make your pancakes as big or small as you want with that batter. If you want them to make them bigger, add more liquid into it. If you want to make them fluffier, obviously follow the package and put as much milk as the package tells you. Milk or water. I believe these are with milk. So yeah. Also, it says to use butter, but if you do not want to use butter, you can always use oil, any kind of neutral oil. So anything you could see through, you can use. So such as light olive oil or canola oil, or you can even use what's the other thing? You can use coconut oil, but coconut is a little high in fat, and just with the 1 tablespoon, it could skyrocket up to 100 or more calories. So yeah, so if you want to use coconut oil, go ahead. You do you. Now, next. I am excited to have this. I'm not really a coffee drinker, but lately, I think within the past year or so, I've been loving coffee a little bit more. Iced coffee are becoming my best friend. But obviously right now, my go-to drink is my Starbucks chai tea latte iced with 3 pumps of pumpkin sauce. And I've noticed when you order that, you cannot just say, can I have 3 pumps of pumpkin? Literally, they will not understand you. You will need to say pumpkin sauce. It's me and my sister and I literally laugh every time we go through the drive-thru and we just say pumpkin. They're like, what? But yeah, so I'm excited to try this. It is an oat beverage with maple. It's non-dairy, so if you are lactose intolerant or don't have any dairy, you can use this. I am neither, but I like to use some non-dairy ingredients sometimes. Now, the one I'm actually excited to try, excited to try all of this, but I really want to try this ginger brew sparkling beverage. It is a pumpkin pie spiced. First, I thought it was beer, and I was like, I don't drink. Honestly, I don't drink any alcohol at all. It's a choice of mine, but I don't judge people who do. So if you drink, go right ahead. But I don't, and I was like, oh my God, the color caught my attention. But once I read sparkling beverage, I was like, I am the winner because I get to have this. I get to drink this, and ginger is my favorite. I'm hoping this tastes like, if you guys ever had the kombucha or kombucha, I don't know how you pronounce that. If you've had those, I'm hoping it tastes like that because those are my favorite drinks. Everyone thinks I'm crazy because everyone says it tastes like vinegar. They're drinking like sparkling vinegar. I just love them. Any flavor but ginger, and I think it comes with ginger is usually the flavor that I pick because ginger is delicious. So I'm excited to try that. Next, I saw people raving about these on Instagram. I don't know if you guys follow this. You follow this account, Trader Joe's List, and everyone on there was saying these are the best. So I'm really excited to try these. Popcorn is my favorite. You guys saw my stories today. If you're not watching this today, then it was yesterday. I eat popcorn as a snack. So I always alternate between popcorn and crackers with cheese because they're easy, they're done in a couple of seconds, and honestly, it's just good. And popcorn isn't bad for you. So honestly, nothing is bad for you in moderation. So I keep on saying that. I am so sorry. I don't believe food as good or bad. For me, food is food. So I am excited to try these. So you guys can see these in my snack stories soon. Now, I've been going to Trader Joe's for fall, like stuff like this, pumpkin stuff for years now. And every single year, these pumpkin bagels over here love to be sold out. Why? I don't know why. But today was my day. They're like, Jen, go today because you're gonna find your bagels and hold and behold. What is that expression? Hold and behold. Anyways, I'm excited to try them. And they were there. They had the gluten-free version and this. I'm not gluten-free, so I didn't buy the gluten-free, but if you are, they have a gluten-free version, which is in a green package instead of this brown with the beautiful flowers, leaves. The other one's actually green with leaves on it as well. Now, so I'm excited to try these bagels. Next, I saw these when I was picking up my broccoli, and I'm like, I saw these people like literally picking from this like empty shelf. I'm like, why is it empty? Everyone was trying to get these. I thought it was empty, but no, they have 3 packages left of these pumpkin raviolis. They are thin stuffed pasta with cheesy pumpkin filling. So I'm very excited to try these. Very, very excited. I'm kind of sad that it literally comes with like 10 raviolis in it. But what can I say? If I want to try them, I gotta try them. These are about, I want to say $3 or $4. So if you're planning to make it for entire family, you may need a good like 10 packages of these. Because this is probably gonna be a snack for me, to be honest. I love to eat a lot, guys. So you guys probably learn that about me pretty soon. But yeah. Now, I've been on the hunt for pumpkin puree because I was trying to go around the beginning of September, end of August, because I wanted to make some fall recipes for you. And I could not find pumpkin to save my life. Until obviously you have to wait for the right time. So I picked up 2 cans because I want to make some kind of recipes with these. We will see what I come up with this. Then I saw this autumn harvest creamy pasta sauce. Honestly, I didn't read the ingredients when I saw this. I just saw the picture and it sold me. So we will see how this tastes. I have my pasta, put that in there, mix with some veggies. I'm gonna try that out. Or honestly, I could probably chop up some of the squash, mix it in with this, and some pasta. I'll probably do that. So yeah, let's see how this tastes. Next I have is another thing I'm really excited to try. It is a spicy pumpkin curry simmer sauce. So if it says curry, immediately I come into like lentils or mix those kind of beans to make a curry with carrots and like I'm like using celery in that. Anything that's hearty and I feel like is gonna go in there very well, I would mix it in. So I'm gonna make some kind of like, not vegan, but like a meatless curry out of that. So hopefully it's spicy. Usually things that are marketed spicy are never spicy for me. So hopefully this is right and it's actually spicy. So let's try that. I also picked up a new pumpkin spice, what's it called? Spice container thing, because I've had mine for a while and I'm thinking it's time to get a new one. So I'm excited to try this to put into some kind of recipe I'm gonna make. Next I got is some apple cider fruit spread. When I read apple cider, I got really excited because I don't know if you guys saw my stories, everything's in my stories. If you guys ever want to know what I'm up to or what I'm eating, you'll find it in my stories. I tried these apple cider potato chips from Target and those were good. Yes, you could taste the apple cider vinegar a lot. Like once you take a bite of it, you're like, ooh, but it's also a little sweet because of the apple. So I am really hoping this fruit spread is good. And also this place that I go to eat by my house, during the fall, they have this apple spread that you could have with chicken. I love mixing sweet with protein. I do not know why. That is another thing that becomes heaven on earth for me. So I'm excited to try this with some chicken breast or some kind of protein of my choice. And let's see, it's good. Hopefully it's sweet. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little tangy or tart because of the apple cider vinegar. Is it apple cider vinegar? Oh no, it's just apple cider. So yeah, so this is definitely gonna be sweet. No tanginess whatsoever. What an idiot. Okay, next I got these. I mainly got these because I know my boyfriend wanted to try these because he loves empanadas. Anytime we go out to eat at a restaurant, well, before all of this happened, we used to be like restaurant goers. We used to go to a restaurant at least 3 in the same day. Yes, so we used to eat. We used to go to a restaurant, have a meal, and we're like, okay, this portion size is too small. Let's go to eat somewhere else, and we'll go after and go eat somewhere else, and then another restaurant plus dessert afterward. So we would have 3 to 4 restaurants in one date night. So anytime we'll come across a restaurant that had empanadas on as an appetizer, you bet we will order those. So I wanted to try these called the pumpkin empanadas. They are pumpkin spiced and a flaky pastry. They do come with 4 in each container, so be aware that if you want to feed a lot of people, you only have 4 per container. So you might want to pick up 2 or so. So I'm going to eat 1 maybe today or tomorrow and save some for him. Maybe. Next, and my favorite part of all, once you walk in through those open doors, you will find a pile of all these beautifulness right here. Now, I picked up pumpkins. These are really nice if you want to decorate your house with, but I will not be doing that. I will actually be cutting these up and making some kind of like recipes with them. So I'm a little behind on recipes now for September, but for October, I will definitely be having recipes up. So I'll be ready for that. So I'm gonna cut these up, roast them, and make them into either sweet or savory meals. Next, these are usually around all year long, but I will usually pick them up only during the fall. Why? I do not know why, they just make me feel like I'm in fall. So this is the butternut squash. These are really good. I love to use these with potatoes because obviously everyone loves potatoes. You can eat literally 5 pounds and not feel guilty afterwards. But if you're one of the people who are counting your macros and you love to eat a lot like I do, I love to see a plate of food. I mean, a plate filled with food. If I see little portion sizes, it kind of loses my appetite because I know I'll be hungry afterward. Even though I know I should not, I will be filled. But I like to use volume with food that are low carb, so my meals could look bigger. So I love to mix potato with some butternut squash, so my servings look bigger. So that's a little tip I love to use a lot. Use things that are low carb with your carb heavy food so it could grow. That's what I love to do with cauliflower rice. Mix regular rice with cauliflower rice, and it makes like you have a lot of food on your plate when technically the majority are veggies. Next is an acorn squash. My mom makes the best acorn squash soup. Honestly, it's the best thing ever. I'm trying to convince her. I'm in the process of convincing her to give me the recipe so I can share with you guys. So let's see what she says. If she does give me the permission, I will show you guys how to make the best acorn soup. You guys are gonna love it. Now, last but not least are my favorite squash that only come out during September, honestly. I've tried looking for them like during August or the early September. They only come out at the end of September. And I've only found these in Trader Joe's. I've never seen them in any other grocery store. So if you have, please let me know because these are my favorite. If you guys bought my my fall in the kitchen mini ebook last year, I have a recipe with these in there, and if you guys try it, it is so good. I love using this with some infused oil with herbs and garlic and just roasting them in the oven, adding a poached egg on top. food is literally my favorite thing in the world. It's just so good. So yeah, so these are called the delicata squash. They are yellow, they have green stripes, and they're so good. And one thing I love about Trader Joe's squash here, if you're new to cooking and not sure how to cook these things, each one comes with a sticker, and the sticker teaches you exactly what temperature to cook it in, how to slice it, how long to cook it through. So there's little instructions on each one. So when you grab them, don't throw these away. These stickers really help you cook. So, and each of them have it. This one has it. The butternut squash has a sticker. So does the pumpkin. The pumpkin underneath has for a pumpkin pie recipe. Even the acorn squash has them. These are really like little tips that help you cook. So don't throw these out. And I think that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed my grocery haul. It's mostly pumpkin, but I'll start doing these more often if you guys want me to, with other foods that are non-pumpkin related. And just to show you guys what I like to keep in my fridge during the week and what I like to eat, how I like to prep my food. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys again.